Alright, good evening. It was Saturday when I started this stream, and that means it's pretty much weekly one-shot time. But I've had far more than one-shots, and for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to return to Saladin's legacy in the fight against the Ottomans. The only way to make this fair would be if I was utterly sozzled on a Highland Park whiskey. So, let's go with that, shall we? Okay, I should really be in my bed, but that doesn't matter. For some reason this seemed like the right thing to do. We are at war with the Ottomans. If we get a summary of the war, they outnumber us about 2.5 to 1. These are some somewhat scary numbers. I also am enjoying some revolts back home that are tying up a whole bunch of my units, including Dark Bane, greatest general that we've seen for a long time. On that note, yeah, we haven't seen the great generals that we've seen in the past, so that might be a worry. Our army professionals have been slipping because we've had to replace our manpower by slackening the recruitment standards. We also actually recruited a whole bunch of mercs for this war because I think we're going to need them. All in all, we don't look best prepared for the Ottoman war. However, it's not like we have nothing on our side. In this case, the Ottomans decided to pick a fight with... and that made Bohemia and Denmark and Spain, not to mention a whole bunch of the Italians, at war against them. Now, Bohemia is a big factor here. When the Ottomans were my ally, I'd always intended, I may not have voiced this, but it was always my intention to draw the Ottomans into a war against Bohemia by using glorious imperialism, or even best CB, against one of Bohemia's allies and drag the Ottomans into that. It seems they've done me a favour, even though they broke their alliance with me, to go and fight one of Bohemia's friends. If I recall the way this went correctly, they fought Austria. Austria was a member of the Empire. Nuremberg got involved. Nuremberg was allied with Bohemia. As the Emperor, Nuremberg was calling Bohemia into the war, since the Ottomans had initially called in Bohemia, yada yada. Point is, I don't have to fight Bohemia this time. That makes things a lot better for me. Saladin says, do Merc cannons seem like a good idea yet, Jake? If no, you know. We have put in the defines an actual value for the AI to recruit Merc cannons, and we go, no. So no, it's never going to seem like a good idea for me, or hopefully for anyone else there. There's also Johnny Test 464, a name that I don't think I've seen there, says, well, if I've ever seen something coming, it definitely wasn't Jake's stream today. Nice catch. That makes two of us then. Okay, what's going on? I need to wrap my head around the situation. Man. Streaming at this hour is never that easy. It's everything I can do to focus on the situation. Right, I'm at war with the Ottomans. I gotta push in, and I gotta push hard, and I gotta make them bleed for this, and I need to take as close to 100% as I can here. I also want to knock out their allies as quickly as I can so that they don't get involved. For one, that would be the Uzbeks. Now, when I last ripped apart the Uzbeks, they had no fort, and that's still the case. So I will nuke their capital, which is also, fortunately, a very high development province. Is it their highest development province? By a country mile. Okay, so I'm going to take that, try to force them out of the war so that these guys can focus more on internal rebellion. Heavens knows I'm having plenty of that. Okay, what else do I have to focus on before I start crushing up some Turks? And I am well up for that. I guess one would be getting my institution tech penalty away, because I will probably want light infantry companies as quickly as I can. Takes tech 26, I don't want to pay the extra 13 or more % for that. I also really need measuring the world. I am close to that admin cap. I don't want to hit that admin cap, but we'll see what we can do. That tells me that perhaps I should seek out where I'm getting these institutions and at long last embrace the... There's a word for what I want. Here it is. Embrace the edict that I need to spread it faster. Money is no object to me right now, to a certain degree, so I'm happy to get that institution spread. Truth be told, I should have done this long ago, but I didn't, so sue me. I think I got it to most of the places that I needed. How about you guys? Uzkend, Kokand. Make it happen. And you're here as well, right? Oh, hell yeah. Maybe I played better when I'm actually, for the sake of Twitch, pretty high on apple juice, right? Solan SR says, I'm guessing Jake is going to nail this war no problem. I certainly hope so. They already ripped the arse out of our fox-shaped nation by stealing Mush and Kaifa from us. I intend on righting that wrong. There's a lot of wrongs that it now appears to me as a good idea to solve in this campaign. A lot of wrongs, but we'll see what we can make of that, right? Okay, I'm spreading that belief. I'm taking care of some of the separatists to a point. These guys are actually going away into enemy territory. That makes it all the more reason that I should just... Yeah, I don't want to go to Kerry here. Just make my way to their capital. Dark Bane has a bit of a siege. I've got tons of cannons, and I'm pretty sure the Uzbeks wouldn't dare oppose us. We are superior to them in technology. So I'm going to assume that that is okay. This does not feel like a fully fledged army, honestly. Why did I think this was enough? Sober Jake might have had good ideas, but I have better ideas. Whoa, heavens no, let's not have any of that. I think that was actually one of my YouTube copy-pastes right there. It was no doubt Eurobeat. I want awesome stacks, and I need a lot of them. I have manpower, so I'm sure it's going to work out fine. 6, no. There we go, that's more like a stack. Who cares about force limit? I have manpower, I have money, we need more of an army. Let's assemble it. Looks like this is a good province, and it's done. You guys can join up with the main stack when time dictates it. As for now, I need to take the forts that I see here. I'm going to send the cannons in on it, and I want these guys as backup here, there, and everywhere. Mercs are going to be super important for that. I think I'll have them hang out in Raqqa. Do I want Raqqa for Mercs? How are you guys doing this? You get over there, you get there. That way, I got... Okay, I don't want to split my 20 cannons up like this, but I really want to get through these forts. What's important to me are the fortifications that the Turk has. There we go, level 8 fort, level 8 fort, level 8, level 8, level 2. I'm not so concerned about level 2 because I can come at those at my own time. And then there are level 8s. Huh, even 2 over there. 2, 2, 2. See, these level 2 forts are of no real concern. Because once I blitz my way through these, I can just go crush them. And I want to make my way to Constantine. I'm not sure if I can make it. His navy is pretty damn good. But I'll try everything I can. Jake, based on how Manipur started, I'm not so sure the statement that you play better after whiskey. I'm pretty sure I won that war against those disgusting Chinese scourge. So we'll try our best here. Hold on. What is this? Looks like in a year or so you'll have a level 8 fort there. Where else was he doing it? Okay, I want to be able to get there as quickly as I can, so Haleb needs to fall to the point where I maybe should bring extra cannons there. I don't know, 20 I think is enough to get a 4. If I just invest in a barrage, I can take down Haleb fast enough to get to a cell. I don't know. I don't control how fast these sieges go. I'll just do the best I can. The situation at home seems fine. Oh, man. I could have fallen asleep in my door place here. Alright, speed 2. It'll be good enough. It'll probably be good enough. We declared this war super... There's a word that always fails me. It's when you take advantage of a situation, and it's usually an underhanded thing to do. Oh well, whatever. We're still going for it. Pretty sure, Jake, you don't remember? I remember a lot right now. But don't sweat it. Our professionalism is good, our ideas are great. The Ottomans do have quantity and offensive, and deep down I am terrified about one thing, and that is... this right here. 272,000 mercenaries. They have more mercenaries than I have force limit. And that's even in spite of the fact that their manpower is almost 5 times greater than my own. So we're going to do the best we can, and we will do the best we can. I'd love to get an extra general, but I really need to save up those points to crash down with another whatever. I'm willing to invest. Let's get ourselves another general. Who will be the general to see us through this? Well, bare minimum died, right? How about bare minimum, who was an incredible general, has another spawn? We all know when the fire phase comes. Make it happen. I tell you, you got the 3 siege. I wouldn't mind you over in Haleb. Maybe you could actually trade places with them, because they also have 5 fire and more other things. Alright, we'll make it happen. We'll see what we can do here. Nojo192 says, hey Jake, been watching this campaign on rerun up till now. Glad why I'm getting attacked here. It's not you, it's me. Get on that, please. Because now our 3 sieges on the case is bare minimum. But I don't have a general here. That's worrying. Because they're going to be there on the 27th. I'll be in that on the 26th. I kind of still want to take this, but I definitely want to protect my allies. Come and get some if you think you're hard enough, you Turkish bastards. You took my titular province from me. I will make you pay for that. Alright, if that's how they want to play it, that's fine by me. But I still need to have everybody in position for this. God damn. I mean, most of Europe evolved at some point. Why couldn't the Turks? And I still want these provinces. I want to throw a barrage on this if I don't get it soon enough. Got a supply shortage, that's okay, but it's not great. What are you up to, Ottomans? Do I have everybody available to defend each other? Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. And that's the important thing in these kinds of battles. You got to look after each other here. At least I'm going to go with that's what's important. I want to nail out the Uzbeks. I don't want them getting involved in the war. And I don't mind the Ottomans wasting their time with my own fortifications. Yes, they might deal with my delicious amounts of prosperity. Jings, that is grim. And I played Monopoly alone. Okay, still we'll make do with what we can. There is a slight matter that I noticed when I was looking at this when I started up the stream. That's a lot of the land I took is unstated. I have admin to spare right now. It might actually be a good idea to make something of that. When I became Emperor rank, I got extra states as well. So where should it be? Kabulistan, Kazakhstan, Kalat, Kashgira. Those were a lot of words, but I think Kashgira was one of them. So, yes and yes, please. Who else was good? Was Kabulistan one of them? There's a real question. It was the ultimate one. Sure. And, yeah, Afghanistan has been removed from the map. Let's make it so. Who else is good? Tell me what I need to know. Kazakhstan is also good. I know where Kazakhstan is. Huh, I'm genuinely surprised about that. I also can't core up much of Kazakhstan right now. Who else is grand? Kalat, even though I have 2 of them. Oh, what? Quetta is 32 development? Oh, why not? Stranger things have happened. There we go. The estates are, of course, unhappy about that. I know it kind of quietens things down a bit when I go and deal with this, but this is a grand strategy. If this was the Zen of Sudoku, I'd say it's not the Abba of Sudoku, or something like that. Whatever, there you go, just get out of my hair, Lemma. Wow, not even that was enough. I don't want to give them gems, that would be suicide, but let's give them that. Anything that gives them tax, I'm happy enough with. Invite Scholar. I might want this when I peace out. If and when, let's be honest, when I win this war. When I crush the Turks beneath my feet. Then again, we have status quo over there, and that is absolutely the last thing I want. Seems that we're working on the capital. Shouldn't take very long. There's no fortification there. Can you show us the Ming-Russia war, please? Are they trying for trib? So Ming is doing a reconquest rather than a tributary war, because of course they lost Datong. I'd noticed that province even from space. They want it back. Ming is my ally, but I doubt they'll call me into this war. They got no reason to do so. Spread of extreme practices. Could go either way, but I want that extra morale, so I'm happy to go mysticism here. And excellent, the Ottomans are wasting their time with my level 8 fort. When these... oh jeez, another status quo. That's not good. He's building up this fort at the speed of light. I need to send a barrage here. Also, it doesn't matter too much, because if I take this province, where I have the level 3 siege general, this would go fine as well. Whatever gets me to allows me to take these provinces before he finishes off those sieges. I have 36 mill points. I need a bit more to launch a barrage. Whichever of these are looking more promising, I'll go with. Extreme dancing, says Avalius. What did we have there? We had supply shortage and more status quo. Okay, it looks like this one has got to go when I'm able to order an artillery barrage, which is right about now. We're going to do it, because I want that fort. It'll allow me to advance this way and take Isel, but not Sugela, unless I take Isel in like one tick. Conversions are going, which means it's time to continue around here. All the better, right? If I stated this and decided to give it a... you know what, I will. Why not? Let's enjoy some local missionary strength. I'm certainly not going to core that stuff up, though. There, hang on. Yeah, you got it. Which leaves me with these two. Yeah, forget it. Not worth my time. %0 chance of success. It's not the best chance of success I've ever had. Let's also get you guys away from the impending doom that is the Uzbek army. Let's nail their capital to the wall and get them out of this war. That's the dream. Dulkadir going well. We got a water shortage on the next roll, which is grand. You know, I remember when people defecting from the siege only cost 0 or 1. I can't remember which. When it came to siege progress, those were bad times. Should we look forward to more drinks and DDR later tonight? I never ever DDR when drunk. Also, disease outbreak is the worst thing I could possibly get here. Isel is going to be done at this rate. Ah, but I did take the Uzbek capital. It's not enough to force them out, but with numbers like that, I have a feeling I know what is. That's 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Lower Ishim is high development. It shouldn't be, but it is. You are really good, but you're also occupied by rebels, which is what is giving us the revolts in Uzbek addition there. Excellent. That should be Uzbek out of the war when that concludes. And fortunately he's taking these lands in his own name, so that'll make it easier for me to make peace. I want to keep an eye on this, though. You never know when the Turks are going to do their underhanded actions here and take this all from me. Supply shortage in Haleb. Not enough. Sadly, I do not have Napoleonic warfare that gives me extra influence in these, and I don't have the ability to change what I do in Aleppo, or even do what I want in Aleppo. I would like to get the extra siege progress around here, truth be told. Okay, it takes a lot of concentration to get this kind of stuff going, but we'll make it happen. What's going on here? A fight between Hisan Kaifa and Uzbek? Not on my watch, there isn't. I'll get you two guys over there. Remember, fire phase comes first, if at all. I really want them measuring the world here. New sciences have given us a number of different ways to describe and measure the world around us. Yeah, there are a lot of Turks. We can measure them, and once we know how many there are, we can expunge them. Things are looking good over here. Is it good enough to get to sell soon? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Right, who is going to cap shack at this rate? Okay, the rebels are relocating in a strange and wonderful way. But they're probably not going to go to that province. Alright, surely that's enough to force the Uzbeks out here. Well, that's pretty good, but I think I'd rather they didn't have a military alliance with the Ottomans, and I always want money. This is my war and my war alone. I made some friends, but that was mostly to prevent any kind of horrible punitive action against me. Seems to have gone well so far. Thanks for all the fish. Brings me down in what's-its in war score, but that's okay. It means I can get my army together, they can deal with the revolts as they were always intended to do so, and it chips away at the enemy army. And hang on, Tunis seem to have very little going on. Oh, well, that's probably a prime contributor. Austria is pasting the floor with Tunis. This is good news. I will make sure that I can get Tunis out of the war as soon as possible. Not so worried about disabling their alliance with the Ottomans because, I mean, look at them. It's Tunis. That said, 25, 24, 25. They got better tech than we do. Let's not worry about it. Money is plenty. Remember that you can use your merc stack to assault forts if need be. Could, but won't. It would slaughter a lot of them. That said, Isel is almost done, and I don't like that. I'll force march my way there if I have to. %57%, make it done. I want to... Yes, okay. I don't trust a cell like that. I do trust the power of forced march, however. Okay. There we go. That gets us there in about a month. It's a long distance to go in a month, I'll give you that. And I want backup. Backup that can make a difference. Now, admittedly, they're making good progress here, but I think I can take their other one fast enough. Ethiopia is sowing discontent in me because, of course, they are my rival, the bastards. You guys are all making your way there. That's good. Like I said, eradicate the rebels. Do the best we can here. Defenders deserting in Haleb. Excellent. I'm pretty sure that didn't give progress before. I dare not let them have that fortress finished in a cell. That is bad news for me. I don't care so much about this. It's not strategically deep enough for me to care. A fort here doesn't protect anything. Actually, it really doesn't protect anything. It's one of the worst places to have a fort in my view. Alright, they're trying to build it. It'll be finished in May, but lo and behold, I'm around to make their time miserable in April. We have 3 siege. We have a lot of cannons. Unfortunately, they're making great progress on my own level 8 fort, so I would like to turn around and kick them out of there. So, at the expense of risking Isel, I want to turn around at least something that has some cannons. Maybe you two can make your way over to Sinjar and save that province. Let's actually try and hold it out a bit better. I should have done that earlier, but I did not. Actually, yes, mercs are even better for this job. 21%, I'm sure you can make it happen, lads. Please do. Means no backup for Hissin Kaifa in his cell. I have to hope for the best there. Royal marriage from Malacca, why not? Let's get some royal babies on the go. I don't think I'm going to make a difference in the next 14 days. I'm just going to have to believe in them right now. Haleb is down, though. Excellent. That means I can bring more cannons to the fray. Oh, that's all the more exciting. If Tirkit holds out, then all the better. Gain 5 army professionalism at the cost of money. Don't mind if I do. That's excellent. Army professionalism, too good for words. And yeah, I watched Remen's insight into army professionalism. That was an interesting read. Didn't hit everything though, there were some things missing there, but he does some quality content, I gotta hand it to him. Alright, everybody into Sinjar. We will assemble a strike force onto this farmland here. If it includes as many cannons as possible, then I'm happy. Honestly, though, I think... Who am I kidding? I don't think. Just send them all in. On the 28th arrives... Well, actually, I want the mercs to arrive first. How about if you were led by Said? And then... Nobody else, really. Just Said is fine. Or Olwyn's. Olwyn's is stronger. So the mercs arrive first and then everyone else. This will answer a question of mine that I've had for a while. Actually, so why don't we investigate that? I don't like how this is going, though. These guys are really, really vulnerable. Also, I don't need everyone here. Why am I sending everybody? All of these guys are surplus to requirements. Jake, you built an army and sold... Oh, wow. I must have been really smart if I built an extra army for this. Okay, guys, get into the fray. So, 28th. Boom! I thought I sent the mercs in first. Why are the mercs on the back row like fools? That means I get cannons not everywhere that I want them to be. Oh well, it doesn't matter. If I'm rolling a 10 to their 7, it's still going to kill them, but the fire phase is where I pride myself. Turkish scum, away they go. Okay, I need to protect Hisan Kaifa's regiment here. How's that going to work? I want mercs there. Those mercs, by the way, I want them led with the best maneuver guy I've got. Because that helps their reinforcement rate. Extra scrubs there, extra scrubs there. I want to work on Ankara as well. Looks like he got his level 8 fort there. And there was somewhere I didn't send people. It was probably Konya. I can't send people to Konya. Well, go over there instead. Good enough. I guess you can take Olwyn's. And everything works out. Unless your name is Naj, because then you're getting utterly ravaged. The cell is down faster than expected. Where to go from here? I mean, I really want to make my way to Constantinople. Something Constantinople gets the works. Jake, I've been trying to play Byzantine on the new patch. After 2 hours, still no luck with opening moves. Any tips? What difficulty are you playing on? That answers a lot of my questions immediately. Maybe I should be crushing more Otto scum as they're here. And then again, that might give their other enemies a bit of an easier time. I don't know. I don't need to rush the occupations anymore, so maybe I should kill them. A lot of the Ottomans messing about in Arabia, which is probably exactly what I intended. Okay, they're running away like fools. Let's take this. Bare minimum's got 3 siege. He can take those coastal forts a bit easier. Rebel stomp duty question mark, Jake. Thank you for the reminder. Someone had to get on that, and it's Dark Bane. It's a shame because Dark Bane is really strong. He's probably the best general that I've got, and I am somewhat ignoring him. So I'm sending the mercs to Adana, but that's not so necessary anymore. How about, and this might be crazy thoughts, how about we split you guys up into reasonable stacks for given values of reasonable, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just get some occupations going. It gives me better a better overview of how the war is going. Live and dance and fight and die. Normal Iron Man. Okay, well, Ottomans are going to fight people other than you to begin with, usually, so spend your time fostering relations with Hungary and Poland, and when they get into a war, just destroy them. The Ottomans are not difficult. Sorry, the Byzantines are not difficult. They're one of the most coddled nations in the game. This cell is down. Nazir Baybars and his family. Trade power, or somebody joins us at half price. Now, I love half price, but so too is improved relations, man. Improve relations, man, improve relations, but money is money. I think I need to do something about this, because I actually don't intend on expanding this far anymore, and I want them to not hate me. So we'll keep it how it is and just enjoy some influential trading families. Sounds acceptable to me. So the Ottomans, unfortunately, are making a headway into us in the south. This is exactly why I built a massive fortress in Basra, and it's exactly why I completely forgot about having a level 2 fortress over in Bam, but I'm sure things will work out, right? They always do. I mean, when do they not? I don't feel an overwhelming urge to do artillery barrage. Things seem to be going fine as they are. That said, lack of good general in Ankara needs to be dealt with. A lot of these mercs have already finished their job. Good on them. That means they need to get somewhere influential. It's tempting to make another general, but I don't want to hemorrhage points here. How are you doing, Darkbane? You are not dealing with the enemy as you're meant to. But since we have no other threats here, I can send you guys to deal with these. And didn't I have rebels down here? They're doing a crap job anyway. No sense in worrying. Jake, will you ever get the Byzantium achievement? If you mean the... You know, I don't even know what it's called. But I have the Byzantium achievement. Basilius. I already have it. I got it in my spare time. So I played Byzantium, and... You know, I'd love to say between you, me, and the four walls, but apparently there's 500 people listening to me. And it's difficult to make, like, a statement about the game that can't be spun into guy working on game thinks X. But I'm sozzled enough to say that my experience playing Byzantium was extremely coddled. And that's not what I go for. Then again, that was made well before I even joined the Greater Paradox Collective, so make of that what you will. It wasn't for me, right? It's, you would take back Greece and the game would go, oh, great job, you took back Greece. What a big boy you are. And all the while I'm thinking, this is so laughably easy. But, yeah, maybe take that for as you will. Triumph in Anatolia, please. Then again, I'm the kind of guy that enjoys playing punishment games. So maybe the problem lies with me. Alright, this siege is not going the way it should. I'm going to switch out these armies so at least I have a bit of siege on the... Oh, wow. I mock you and then you roll a 14. You deserve this. I want a bit of extra oomph here, though. '30th of September, 2nd October, that's fine. Fars is doing the best they can here. The party says drunk Jake is best Jake. It was a pretty mediocre tasting, actually. It was all Highland Park, and I gotta be honest, none of it brought any real surprises to the fray. I mean, it was quality stuff. There was Highland Park 18, Highland Park 10 Special Edition, Highland Park Valkyrie, Fire, and Ice. Three different productions, and... But you don't go there to have an amazing drink. You go there to try something different, and different is what I got. So I can't levy any criticism on that front. Okay, war's going well. The Ottomans are starting to try to retake what I have taken, but it's not like I have supply lines for them to cut off. They are brutalizing Naj, but Naj knew what they were getting into, and they've already converted lands for me, which is exactly what I kept them around for, so no complaints there. Just take back my land for me, please. How's Tuniz looking? That's a good point, because I want Tuniz to not be in this war. Unfortunately, there's still a ways to go. Length of war is pretty punitive in that regard. I've heard a few complaints about length of war, but all in all, I think it does its job very well. In EU4's early days, it was very easy to just force somebody out of a war. Said has 3 maneuver. I want him to merge up with these guys, because the alternative is building a supply depot. And that is not what I'm looking for. Those extra pips in maneuver allow us to get a reinforcement rate of 80. Standard in occupied territory is 50. Standard in your own land is 100. Supply depot, of course, gives you 100 because it treats it like owned territory. More rebels on their way. I'm sure I can deal with them, but I want these 2 forts down, and then I want to advance further. Where are the rest of this guy's forts? Well, when we clear these 2, it's a straight path to Constantinople, and would you look at that? Spanish La Plata are helping out Big Daddy Spain by sending their merchant fleet to go and hopefully destroy the Turkish galleys. I've seen better attempts in my days, but I've seen a lot in my days. Alright, that was somewhat to be expected. You guys have a fort to worry about there. You get on that. You join them, and when that siege is done, which it is, you also go join them. Dark Bane will take my lands back, and Ardabil now wants to revolt. But these are peasants. Peasants have crap cannons, and I built a massive fort there, so no big deal. We can take some time there. Jake Persian Gulf Naval Block Stop Hormuz. That's why I've got it here. I don't want him going this way because Bam is super delicate. Basra, on the other hand, is super not delicate, so that's okay. They will eventually take Qatif. No big deal. I want to smash them here, though I dare not let Haleb fall back into enemy hands. But that's why I have you there, and I built up another 40 stack to go and crush these suckers. Grand. And it is looking grand. Okay, you guys are going to take over because I don't want the... no, you got the cannons. You don't have cannons, though. You guys take care of the Occupado here. This is what I meant by no defensive depth by his fortification placement. I'm not scared of it. Alright, over to Adana, and then we will launch an attack. Dreaming of the day that we attack. Jake, you wouldn't recommend any of the Highland Park. Highland Park is a fantastic drink. It just wasn't what I really go for when it comes to the tasting. I wanted something really interesting, but the Highland Park didn't really bring anything new to the table today. It was Highland Park and variants thereof. Even when I get truly awful whiskey at a tasting, I'm just still glad that I gave it a go. Okay, that's a lot of Turks. I'm not sure if I brought the firepower to deal with this. But we'll give it a go anyway. I'm not scared. I have a touch of manpower. We made the investment in mercenaries, and the sacking of Haleb made it worth our time. Let's get our armies together. I'm not sure if I want to scrunch them up, but I probably will. And then off they go. Particularists doing what particularists do, and that is to say, really cheese me off. It's difficult to keep an eye on everything because I am definitely not in a sound state of mind for it, but I am definitely in a sound state of mind for taking care of these primitive beings that are Turks. What is their problem? I really can't grasp it. Tell me, game, what is combat width? 38. Side is pretty good. Hey, those guys are without a general. Make it happen, lads. Dangerous, because these are regulars here that I don't really want to lose. And then again, the same could be said for mercs, because I got to pay in professionalism to replace them. Right, side is quite alright. Dark Bane would be better. He's got an extra 2 in shock, but Dark Bane is busy dealing with Rebs. Maybe the difference between Dark Bane and Said is better at sieging, which is why he's needed over here. So I'll let Said prove his mettle here. Said also has no trait. Let's see if he can't gain one here. Come on, lad. The fire phase comes first, if at all. Jeez, you brutalized those Turks. Could you brutalize some more, please? I know there are a lot more there than we can possibly deal with, but if you time this well, that is to say after the 31st, but below, before the... You can make it work, right? Yeah, you'll catch a stack there. You don't get your morale back, but we got morale from winning the battle anyway. Oh, man. The sounds of millions of Kurds furiously rubbing themselves under the bed sheets to this. Die, you Turkish scum. Not when I'm rolling back-to-back zeros, though. Your line has collapsed. Go back home. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. Okay, what do I do with you guys? I took heavy losses there, but it's okay. 16, 8, 16, 4, and 20. Grand. I want those mercs restored, so head back home to Mardin. Oh wow, you guys also took a beating back to Sinjar. I'm not so deep in enemy territory that I have to worry about setting up a supply depot just yet, and I desperately want that Miltech for light infantry companies. So it would be a rarity, but by chance, do we have any Kurds in the chat tonight? Because this is for you. Look at what they did to Hissen Kaifa. This will be undone. Alright, Anatolia has fallen. There we go. We made it all the way up to the Knights' ex-stronghold. Sadly, though, he's got this. I don't really approve of him taking this back, so if we can take this back for ourselves, please. And I really want to make my way over to Constantine. Ah, hell, just take the fastest path there. It works. Bare minimum 2.0 has 3 siege. He will make a good stab at it. Although I truthfully want some extra backup on that. You make your way over to whatever that's called, please. Plenty of Turks. When are there not? I might not be a Kurd, but I'm Korean. It starts with a K, says Lepardi. Alright, K nations unite then, I guess. This isn't so nice. Please go away. Oh yeah, you guys are a write-off. I knew this was a risk when I split up my armies like this, but so be it. Can't even get rid of you at fast enough notice. They're just going to wipe you. The cowardly forces of the Ottomans. Who would believe? Hang on, there was another fight there or something that they took. I don't know, but I'm not too worried. Okay, they fought us there, that's to be fair. Unfortunately, we've been blocked at this strait. There's not a whole lot we can do other than hold our side. Hold it fast. I didn't lose any cannons that fight, so I'm not too worried, but I just don't like having that loss there. Well, those 5k Kurds gave their life in defense of Anatolia. Maybe tech up admin for the extra admin efficiency. I would like to, but what I would really like to do is get it at a reasonable rate, and I'm waiting. It's 98% enlightenment there, 91, 91, 93, 94. We'll have it. Oh yeah, this is what's happening. I need to pay a little bit of attention to this. We still have manpower, so I can still fight the good fight over here with Dark Bane. But what to do if I can't cross over to Constantine? I can hope that their war with the Austrians and friends will see a navy to defend the strait, but they brought all galleys. I'm not sure if the others are smart enough to deal with that. Oh well, you guys head over there, and you guys get back to Oh, you guys stuck or something? No, it's just because the battle ended there. Alright, bare minimum, go there and think about what's happening. Herat, another one that's under siege, but that's fine. I have an army back there who's on rebel patrol duty. I have a 20 here, I got a bit of backup there. Alright, I've got a bunch of Turks that need to die, but who doesn't? Can you scorch earth occupied territory, Jake? Could, but not willing to spend everything here. And it's going to give devastation. And spoiler alert, this land belongs to me. Right, how do I push out 160, well, more like 200,000 Turks with an army of not 200,000? Well, we're just going to have to do our best. Ankara will fall soon enough, I will unite our armies, and then we will push and push hard. So get there, get there. I'm not so worried about this province anymore, because it's more important to push the enemy out. He's not going to be retaking my land. Jake, remember Tunis. I've been keeping a hawk eye on Tunis. We'll get them out as soon as we can. Ustyurt is down. We'll take these provinces back. Should be easy enough, right? Boom. And go and save our other provinces. I'm not too worried about the beaten up state of you guys. Darkbane is plenty good enough to deal with them. Those particularists don't even know what they're doing. Hisn Kaifa has taken Ankara. Forget Constantinople. Ankara is what matters if you play Hearts of Iron. And we're going to make our march and destroy the Ottomans. They're just taking some pointless provinces at the moment, so I'm not worried about it. Malwa and Chagatai both want access. Chagatai can go suck a fat one. Malwa is like, why even? Away you go with the both of you. I can't call in Gujarat for a call to arms. Apparently distant war is too much of a problem, as well as pretty much everything else, as well as them being malevolent, the scum. But we've got a lot of the forts here in Anatolia. Next up, how do I take Constantinople? We've got a lot of galleys there. I'm going to sweep up these three forts and then make the reach around. Because I want that capital so I can get ticking war score. I'm going to need it because he's brutalizing me on the battles front by eating up my miners. Hold on, he never managed to take Qatif. He hasn't even taken to the capital province of Najd. I assume I've been giving him such a horrible slapping here in Anatolia that he's too ashamed to press his claims in Arabia. Well, this is the provocation we need. March on. Give them hell. Send the Turks packing to the Stone Age where they belong. Why don't you use the option on your home army where they hunt rebels for you? I'll be honest, that really doesn't work well. I'd love it to work considerably better. Alright, they are going for a fort in the Highlands. That's all the better news for us. It's had plenty of time to reinforce. Yeah, and I get extra garrison size because I'm awesome. I don't worry about the enemy taking these lands back. I took them more to have eyes on the situation than anything else. Hang on, something isn't adding up here. 16-4, 16-4, 16-4. Yeah, good enough. But I want you two guys to head over to Malaita. Good enough. And then we're going to slam into this province. You guys are going to help them out. No, you guys don't need to help them out, but you guys would be useful to help them out. Oh man, I could kill Turks all day. I live for this. Wasn't aware I had those peasants though. And I don't like those particularists going around and spreading their disgusting ideas. Hold on, weren't you in Ardabil? I guess they decided Ardabil wasn't happening and... what's going on here? Huh. Something weird just happened. Yeah, and that's probably part of it. Okay, hold on a second. Some weird stuff is going on here. Okay, I have no idea what happened there, but if everything still looks okay to you, then I'm happy enough with that. But I'm not willing to wait around on this. Let's get over there and deal with the problems at hand. Alright, speaking of problems, Turks. I really want to kill you. I am pulsed, right? Good. You guys should be able to deal with them. Olwyn's is not the best, but he's pretty good. Fireface does, after all, come first. I would kinda like my mercs to deal with you the most. But we got a lot of beaten up people, so how about we shift consolidate. I ditch the 0 guys, and I have you take the front row. 26th you arrive, 31st you arrive. So we'll give you a wee bit of time. 26, 31. That's 5 days, right? 1, 2, 3. What is going on with my computer here? I don't even know what's happening. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything different. Well, you know, how sure can one man be? Alright, go and ravage these guys. They're sitting in a highland fort, so I'm not worried. My resolution kept changing between... Oh man, you guys get back a bit. Between that basic mode and aero. Computer's rising in revolt. I don't know, maybe, just maybe, the Turkish embassy is hacking its way in here for crimes against Turkish humanity. And man, if ever there was an oxymoron. Okay, so I send in the mercenaries first, because they don't match up to force limit, don't match up to combat width, and they are very disposable, and then in comes the bulk. Although, unfortunately, the cannons did not do the back row like I want them to. That's a shame. That's just going to hurt our stopping power here. And damn, the Turks are really focusing on me here. They're not reinforcing the battle because they know it's a lost cause, but there's still a lot of them coming in, and I don't like that. We're going to have to kick a lot of Turkish ass, but that's what we really rolled up our sleeves to do anyway. When it comes to tech, they're still on 25. We are also on 25. The Tunisians are getting curb stomped here, but unless their capital falls... Once this fort protects their capital falls, their capital is swift kick to the face away. Excellent. Jake, oh yeah, it's the middle of the night, so my scheduled updates might be hitting. It's not impossible. Alright. We're looking okay. We just have to kill mountains upon mountains of Turks. And honestly, that's what I was born to do. I don't want to go full God wills it, but I think God wills it by this time. Alright, you guys did great. There are still Copts to rise up. Oh man, Copts to rise up? Ah, that's okay. This one's already done. It'll be done this month, in fact. That's good. Yeah, okay. No big complaints. We smashed those Turks away, but honestly, you guys should be the one doing most of the smashing. Where else can I kill lots of Turks? That's all anyone's really asking for, honestly. Dark Bane, I feel, is undervalued over here. I'd rather have him here giving his supply limit to my mercenaries so you can back up the Hissenkythen stack there. You are an ultimate killing stack, and you should do some ultimate killing down south, so get on that as quickly as you can. You guys head over to Raqqa, and our goal here is just to kill a bunch of Turks. Nothing special. I'm in a position where I can embrace the next institution. Do I want to? That's a difficult question, because yes and no is the answer. I can hold out on it until I'm capping out, and then I will likely will. Zabid is taken, as we knew it would. So I can get rid of that edict that I never wanted in the first place. Saida does not want to be Coptic. In fact, it's just you that wants to be Coptic. Actually, that's a problem if you do rise up with Coptic zealots, because you're just going to convert this province back, which is a pain for me. Oh well, you can't win them all. Right, what I also can't seem to win is a battle going on here. You're going to step in there on the 27th, but I should be able to go there and make your life extremely bloody miserable. And that's what I will do. He's bringing in quite a lot. We're just in drylands, but it should be okay. These are highlands. Do I want to ravage you? Maybe not so much. Alright, we need to just smack some Turkish heads in for a wee bit. I defeat them, I chase them back. The other people that are fighting the Turks make a bit of headway. And then we need to get back to our goal here. Okay, front line is looking weak. Hopefully it gets replaced with people that are not dying horribly. Or the Turks just run away, and that's fine as well. But I can't just catch them there, it's not that simple. Would like to head north and kick these guys out as well, though. You guys took a fair beating. Well, all the more reason to head back and lick your wounds. But I want to start taking over this land. The trouble is the Turks have really recognized the threat here. Maybe you can head up to take care of these guys. That would make my life a bit better. Fools, thinking taking over my land like that will make their life easier. Alright, Dark Bane, I kicked you out, but I'm sure you can still deal with some disgusting peasantry. My air is pretty so-so, but I can't lead them into battle anyway. Hang on, Vijayanagar? I think Gujarat lost a war hard against somebody. How did Vijayanagar even come to be here? Chagatai and Malwa would be the best bet. Couldn't possibly include Bengal there. Alright, what's going on here? Drylands is an excellent opportunity to go slamming into some Turkish faces. It's drinking into the manpower, but courtesy of that event we got earlier, we should be able to slacken hard enough to get some extra boom that way. Wouldn't mind bringing you in as backup, just in case we want some extra oomph there. I'm starting to feel like an extra general would do us some good. Basir. You don't get to use the word Saladin though, that's our word. Oh well, he knows which phase comes second at least. Alright, things look good here, but bare minimum is made to siege, so we should get to work on Trabzon. As for you, Dark Bane, you're pretty awesome. So continue being awesome, that's all I ask. I really need to kick these scum out of my country though. They're having too easy a ride. Too easy a ride. Get the hell out of my country, you Otto scum. You guys take Sivas. You guys take Sivas on your way towards taking Kars. You're taking Trabzon and you are standing by. Red leader, standing by. I'm a little concerned about the whole mountainous thing, but... Okay, that was a given. These Copts are going to convert religion there. Probably a fool's errand to even try, but I tried anyway. I kind of want to slam into these guys and send them packing. That would give me a good bit of freedom around this area, so I'll take it. You get more stack wipes in one war than I get in a whole campaign, says Rabbi 2009. Because I believe. And I put it down to little more than that. I believe in my troops, my ability, my strategy. But more than anything, the fact that Turks just need to die. Say it with me now. The Turks need Wow, they're a bunch of slippery little scum, aren't they? Well, there's no resurrection for you! Get out of here. Okay, there we go. Now, I've forgotten what I even had these guys doing, but it probably had something to do with the province of Kars. I can also save Tbilisi, but maybe even wipe out the guys in Mush who have no idea what they're doing. All in all, I've eaten a lot of losses with a stack, and they would do very good to regenerate those losses. To the point where, you know, I got these guys that are looking pretty hunky-dory. So why don't I take my beaten up infantry, 27 of, send them over there, and then I get the 27 of you guys to stick with the others. And there we go. Got a considerably fresher stack to head over there. That 7 stack that goes with the beaten up infantry. With Basir, who has great maneuver. They can just hang out over there. Possibly with your other friend. Don't forget to handle the rebels, Jake. Did the rebels actually rise up? Yeah, probably. Okay, there you are. I don't really have an individual for you. I have Saeed, who's not doing anything, so that's good enough. Damn, how did they even get over here? Probably just snaked their way through these guys. That's okay, though. We'll deal with it. It's no big deal if they waste their time over here. My forts aren't great, but they're enough to hold them back. At least a wee touch. Alright, well, that's the end of them. Take back both these provinces, please, and then we'll all be happy. Mush's mountains, unfortunately, but I'm not scared of mountains. Show us your total losses over this campaign. Well, in this war, I've lost slightly less than the Turks have, but I've been the one fighting, so I've been eating the attrition. Overall, in this whole campaign... Now, there's a question. Army losses. I've not lost the most. 19 million Turks have died. Not enough, frankly. Then there's the Ming, the Russia, Bohemians, Bengal. You have to do a lot of scrolling to Hissen Kaifa. 1.11 million dead. We fight efficiently, which can be read as using other people's units. Alright, Basir, get those units restored. Head over to Erzurum. You guys head over there. And you guys are going... up there makes sense, but hold out on that one just yet. Bare minimum is doing the sieging as he should. Yeah, I can be happy with this. But I have a merc stack and I can't find it. Alright, it's you guys. Okay. You should probably be back up to full strength then, even if these guys still need a bit of reinforcing to do. Goodbye, Turk. Go to sleep and never wake up. Jake, when you reach tech admin, integration of FARS will jump due to administrative efficiency. This is an excellent point, and I do plan on taking this as soon as I... Well, if it was as soon as I can, I'd do it now, but it looks like some places are just about to be popping. Like this province right here. Okay, maybe just one province wants to pop then. For the most part, we're looking pretty good here, though. Excellent. Next month I'll take it. Darkbane has this one covered. You guys are... No, that's not right. That's also not right. How am I constantly getting this wrong? No leader and Darkbane needs to come together. Much better. Then you guys, what are you doing? I guess you can take Mush. It's fairly high development. Seer has good maneuver anyway. You guys make your way over there. I want my own province back. You guys stick together. You folks, we have a bit of a Turkish incursion here. Good night, Jake. I'm no Turk, so see you tomorrow, says Dr. Afdish. Often want to complain about my late streaming hours, but I do what I can, whether it's lots or not. Okay, there we go. You just take care of that. We'll have backup nearby. Excellent. The fire rises. Alright, nice and relatively cheap at 3.2 thousand. We will embrace the Enlightenment chunk, and we will get the next admin tech. It's tempting to get the one after as well. Extra states, good tech, 481 admin points. But I think I'll hold off on that for now. I'm going to need a lot of admin points when all's said and done here anyway, so not to worry. Also, culture conversion just got a lot cheaper, and I'm going to want that a lot later on. And hey, Fars! Fars is going to be integrated, that's pretty awesome. Extra land, extra troops, extra manpower, it's all excellent. And hey, here are the Fars guys right now. The siege is going fine, lots of people taking attrition here, which isn't grand. But that's because these supply limits are pretty gash. Even Yerevan though, there's something about that that surprises me. Maybe you can head up there, we're going to need you anyway. Coptic zealots are just spreading out here. Integration is indeed a slow process, but Fars has been consumed. And that gives me a bunch of units that I think I'm just going to disband for manpower. That includes you. That includes you. That does not include the two of you. You guys should deal with Hiss and Kaifa rebels. You guys, though, you're getting eaten up. Wait, who are these jokers? Mushashan separatists. Where did they even come from? Well, I don't agree with them, but they're still going to die. 12,000 men back to the manpower pool. Don't mind if I do. Actually, this is exactly what mercs are made for, so get on that, please. Oh man, I don't want to eat the attrition tick with two armies here. Oh well, I'm going to eat it anyway. So I managed to beat back the Ottoman armies. They're licking their wounds and they have other fish to fry. Tunis is very close to getting out of this war. I need another 10 or so reasons to get him out. They managed to relieve that fort though. I mean, the rest of their nation is not looking great. Their gold province is under threat. 29 months of great streams, Jake. Well, great is putting it high. 29 more at least. I rarely vassal feed when I play. Is vassal feeding good enough to do regularly? Absolutely. It offloads a lot of your administrative power burden onto dip, and a lot of people really say dip is not worth your time, so take that as you will. We have a free state that we can make, and Kazakhstan as well as Faristan seems worth our time. There's Tartarstan, there's Kazakhstan. Where is Furistan again? Faristan was rated pretty highly, right? 66, but Kazakhstan, yes. Kazakhstan. I can type. Huh, it was right there all along. Oh, it's got some silk. All in all, it's looking pretty good. And I have full cores on everything anyway, since I just integrated that subject, so I'll take it. Baluchistanis wish to rise up. Baluchistanis are down here, but we have plenty of forts to deal with that. So once you kill them, make your way over to there. Decent force limit, decent supply limit rather. These forts are coming along, breaches on both ends. Darkbane, even without cannons, will have this ripped to shreds. Quetta, just as suspected. The Ottoman numbers are still as high as ever, but we'll soon have Tunis out of this war, and that's going to be a big kick to their face. I mean, I really want Tunis out of this war. And this province is not worth leaving unliberated. You're going to take that, and then you're going to go somewhere I don't want you, potentially there, but I'm going to hang out here instead. I have 3 maneuver, I'm sure I'll be fine. Jake, can you resume the war with Ottomans until now? I don't know what that means. I mean, I'm happy to keep this war going for as long as it needs to go. Alright, we have the go-ahead to push north here. There's something to be said for taking Sinop, but I don't think it's enough. I can happily spread out here massively. I don't even need to take Krim, but it might be a good milestone to take so I can keep this place relatively defended. Constantinople is under siege. Ottoman navy is pretty glum. I could take this whole area kind of easily. Astrakhan is a level 2 fort. Take Astrakhan, please. It's odd that you are one without a general whilst you have Basir. You take Basir and secure Astrakhani fort. You take this. That's our way forward, isn't it? Alright, still take the Astrakhani fort. You are going to be backup for the Astrakhanis. You're going to be backup for the backup of the Astrakhanis. And here comes... not Darkbane this time. But you guys are fairly disposable as mercenaries. Merc scum, as we say. If this works, it's going to feel good. If it doesn't work, it's going to feel like I made a big mistake. What's the development of our beautiful titular province? We have 38 development there. I'm pretty sure I made most of that. Could run right into the mountains, although I'd get a bit of a boost from fighting them in Kalat. So I'll hold out on that. It was nice of the Ottomans to kill my rebels for me, I'll give them that. Legalism or mysticism? Mysticism is giving us possibility for manpower as well as extra morale, so I'm all over that. With fort defense being the icing of the cake there. And another one bites the dust. Another one down, and another one down. That's about as far as I'm willing to go, really. You guys should probably make a run for Krim. You have all wins, he's not the best at sieging. And he's not as... well, some say he's better than Darkbane, because the fire phase does come first. Why are you going to Siwi, really? Still, it's better than engaging them in mountains, so I'll take it. I just don't want to hang around forever, drinking attrition whilst not fighting them. Reinforced speed is all well and good when saving up for the light companies. I want them a lot. Ulema and Emirs both demand provinces from me. Ulema once again. What do we have here for you? Oh, well, I'm telling you, the Emirs can have this crappy grain province because it's dripping with manpower. The Ulema can have this sugary province because it's pretty high on tax, and everybody's happy. Well, mostly I'm happy because Fars converted this land, and conversions for me don't work so well. When I take Naj, I'm going to have all this wrapped up together, and it's going to feel amazing. Alright, This is an example of confrontation between myself and the Ottomans here, but I think we have it taken care of. And then some. In a way, I hope the Ottomans don't take that. The Austrians don't take that, because I want that province for myself. You know, I want the occupations over here rather than them. But they're working on Kosovo, they're working on Hersek. Where does it end? Well, at the very least I can secure these forts up here, so that I can just have a total takeover. But I'm not sure if it's worth my time straying that far north. On the other hand, it ensures that I don't have any problems over here, so maybe it's worth my time. Bane, you've got amazing siege, make it worth our time. And you back them up if ever need be. Preferably from Nizhny Novgorod. You took care of that. What rebels do I have coming up next? Huh, not a lot. Yarkandis though, Yarkandis rise up over here. Anywhere that has a bit of supply limit's good enough for me. Auto scum keep building up spy network in me, but it's probably... Oh no, they're catching me spying on them. Okay, this is a problem. I see a huge mobilization of Ottoman forces here. They're pressing their way into Bohemia, but they're also keeping an eye on me. Now, remember those Ottoman forces? There are a ton of them. In fact, it seems to only grow at this point. Tunis is actually making a fight back here, which is worrying, but length of war is working for me rather than against me here. Yeah, no ongoing sieges here. They're just taking their land back. Jake, will you go for 100% peace deal? Let's start talking about peace deals. Let's just start painting provinces and see where we go from here. Now, you might reasonably go, Jake, you're looking in the wrong direction here, but no, I have come up with an idea of what I want to do to this scumbags, and we're going to have it. Okay, what I should be doing is ripping away their forts. That includes Haleb, for example. That includes this province here as well. So Haleb would need to go. Isel less so, but he's probably going to upgrade it anyway. This one has no depth, so don't worry about it. Alright, so far so not bad. Whatever's cheap works for me. I just don't want him having his forts. Ankara is a big horrible fort though, I can take that one. I know it's border gore galore on core. I want my titular province back as well. You know, that's pretty good. If I could have my way, this is what I'd be taking. That's 95 war score, and I have a current 7, but we're going for it. I gotta take Sinkaifa back. There's no ifs or buts on that one. And I kind of want to have this so that I can secure him from not going here. But then again, there's no depth to this in their hands, so that's okay. 157.8, 662 to core, no big deal. But again, I need his capital for that. Because I don't think I'm winning on the battles front. I have +8 from battles. Sunni zealots in Nagai. The jokes never end there. Alright, you folks are all regulars. Please get together like regulars. You guys are all mercs. Please do what mercs do and die for my country's cause. Make your way to Azov, I'll sort you out from there. You guys should hold out near Azov. Kuban will do. Coastal provinces have extra supplies, so that works out for me. Krim is taking forever and a day, which is unfortunate, but Olwins is doing the best he can. This is what I feared. Do you have the capacity to get out of there? 19th, they'll be there on the 14th, so no. They're gonna come and ruin our day. Alright, reverse course, get out of there. This was the risk when I spread myself this thin, and I will own up to that. Taking these forts might not be the best of ideas, but it's what we're going for. Then again, I'm repeating the mistakes that Adolphus himself made. I should probably round back and crush the Ottoman forces whilst I can. When the real strength of your army is that you are superior in strength, that doesn't seem like it makes much sense, but it's true anyway, then you should play to your strengths. Yeah, you guys died horribly. Because you're a bunch of wimps. And then again, these guys, there are a lot of them, and they're not weak. Yeah, Tanuz's comeback is unfortunate. It's keeping him out of my hair. Alright, get out of there. There's no need to die where you are. I want to get my 40 stacks together because they're the ultimate fighting force. Not too worried if he just stack wipes me here, but I need to get you guys together and fight. Well, I'm working on Krim, so it's no big deal. But these guys need to die. I'm confident I can defeat them as long as it doesn't have Tech 26. You guys don't have too much to do, and what's going on here? This tax guy, unrest guy, stab guy. I mean, truthfully, I want whoever is half price. But all these guys look mega expensive. Unrest guy probably won't make a huge impact here, but he'll make something of an impact. I could promote him if I really wanted to. Nah, I know it's only money and I'm dripping with it, but I'm just not that generous an individual, so no. He's not protecting this straight here, so I'm happy to take this and back up the stack on Krim. I want to barrage Krim, because it's going to take forever to take otherwise. So I will. I'm in my golden age, things are cheap. Bare minimum is not very fast. He might struggle to catch up with you. Bare minimum is also made for sieging, so let's have Dark Bane take over here. They do me a favor. Oh, they're even splitting up. That's what I'm asking for. Traffic Cone says, "Hey Jake, how's your day going?" Pretty amazingly. Thanks for asking. I just wish I had more stacks here. Stacks with cannon as well, because our manpower is dripping. I wish I was dripping with manpower. Raising levies might be an idea, especially if I call my guys and tell them to go on a diet. So I will. Even if they're not that happy with it. But I'm probably going to have to slacken regardless, but I'll wait until we're actually desperate for that manpower. Oh, if I can catch you. It's in the mountains, unfortunately, so I'm going to take my fight into the not mountains. I don't take the river crossing. That's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. What's happening here, though? This is not good. I don't want him prowling around my country like this. And it is my country now, not his. Constantinople's still getting the works, but I need to clean up these Otto freaks. Get Taniz out of the war so I can get a clearer image of who I'm fighting. If I have this under my control, then I can focus all my efforts both west and south. But taking this is a bit of a commitment when I have auto stacks prowling around like they are. And again, not the cannons to deal with it. I mean, I got this stack, but maybe I can take these guys on, maybe not. I can make an effort at least. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Wait, Venice got hired by the Ottomans? Is this the Fourth Crusade? I guess they hate a lot of people that the Ottomans are currently fighting. Rivals, Austria, Papal State, Nuremberg, at war with. That might be difficult to see there, but Austria, Nuremberg. Well, it becomes my problem, but no big deal there. Jesus, I want every Turk dead. Okay, where to concentrate though, the question between north and south is tricky. I still think I want to go between north and south though. As long as I have the siege pips for it, so bare minimum, you guys get up there. I want something of a different approach here though. Then my mercs can still do their job here. Like, I want all this stuff occupied. No harm, no foul. And you guys will be back up. Good to see you're getting your revenge on the slippery Turks wiggling around in your country, Jake. Yes, I am. Also, somebody died and I didn't pay attention to who. It was you, right? Yeah, you used to have a general on you. I want somebody on that. S-P-L-A-T has been commissioned. But he has no siege. That's a problem. Basir's gonna have to take this over. It's an exchange program. I just need the extra siege here. Not to mention the insurance if I get attacked. If there was any doubt that today was a good day, tuning in and seeing 80,000 Ottomans go kersplat confirms it, says Rudels. Amen to that. Okay, I feel the need to clarify something, okay? I'm talking a lot about how the Ottomans are scum and the Ottomans need to die, yada yada. I am, of course, talking about the game. I don't think any sane-minded person truly believes that I think the Turks as subhuman beings. But my main problem is they take that so to heart. Grow a sense of humor. I know you got truly screwed by Europe back in the day. Don't sweat it today. Because it does not reflect well on you. Okay, the Turks are trying their hardest to take that land back. They must know that I've dedicated my main attack stacks up there. But if Krim goes well, these two stacks can unite and crush their days well and truly. Jake, can you show the Great Plowers list? I will do that, Bean Man, since you are saying please. We're number 2, only to the Ottomans. I don't think this war is going to change that. That's less overextension than I remember that saying. It also feels like I can take more now than what it said before. Oh well, we continue to crush the Turk. Oh my, they're going all in there. And they're actually beating us, which is really not what the doctor ordered. Get back, lick your wounds, kick their arse another day. Alright, do your best, lads. The absolutism is looking alright. It's at 91. It's not actively growing though. I need to get another 9 somewhere somehow. Tuniz, come on, you must be getting plastered here. Still a ways to go there. The Turks, I could of course peace out freely right now, but it's not going to happen. We're going for gold here. And they no longer have ticking war score because their capital has been lost. Naj is sadly a bit unhappy about the current situation, but too bad for them. Halab is holding out excellently. Krim would do better if I sent these cannons to help them out, so I will. Wonderful. How's the manpower income looking on the Ottoman side? So much of the land is occupado. Yeah, so... looking at rivals here. The Ottoman manpower is still a hugely deep well, and they're drinking mercenaries. But that means that they have surely given up their army professionalism. Look at that. They've lost professionalism. That's why in battle they can only hope to mob us. They cannot beat us on quality. I mean, they can try to beat us on quality. If I take the north here, though, that's a lot less land that I have to worry about. I fed this to the Ottomans, so I'm reaping my own rewards. I should have never given them fortifications up here. But, yeah, you reap what you sow, really. Halab is holding strong. I like this a lot, whilst Krim is on positive 14%. Puppy 004 just says hello, and somebody else says lazy diplomats. Well, what am I meant to do with them? People that hate me for life. Okay, there might be a point made for Gujarat improving relations. Naj, I'm pretty sure I got to pretty high. Well, we can go for more. Keeping Bengal out of that coalition is important, so there we go. Done and done. What was that about Naj? Oh, their peasants are on the rise. Well, why worry about it when you can worry about this 58,000 stack of Ottomans with a great ruler right on my border here? Bohemia doesn't seem to be doing too much about it. Ottoman-Austrian imperialist war. The Austrians are winning. Hopefully they want a lot of land so they're able to push for this. But I can't count on this being the case. I need Greece and all the Balkans to fall well so that the entire north is done. I just need to worry about sweeping up the south. That'll be nice and easy. The Turks, I want them out. Actually, that's why I need somebody free here. My relationship with Gujarat is less important than the others. So it's tit for tat here. Seems they figured out the power of... carpet sieging is working out well for them. That's okay though. That means they split up their power base and I can go and make their life miserable with Said. I know his name is Sadi, but I still see it as Said. You guys did good there, but take a step back before you get smacked proper. Yeah, that's one way to go. Don't do it. Alright, the sieges to the north are going far better than expected. Breaches on both too, which is fantastic news. That is not fantastic though. What happened there? Bulg. Oh, yeah, that is not fantastic. It's not even the light fantastic. It's okay, it's just mercs dying, but at this point I'd kind of rather they weren't dying. Sleep, alas, is a mistress I can deny no longer. Any chance of another stream this Sunday when the sun has risen, Jake? Yeah, not 100%, but pretty close to it. So Krim has fallen. I think now beckons the time to slaughter more Turks. But I mean, when doesn't? As long as he doesn't have a lead back, all is well. Alright, he knows I'm coming. He's scared. If I'd thought hard, I would have built forts along here as well, but I was tight-fisted, and I forever will be. Going up to Morom, I don't think he'll take me on in Nizhny Novgorod, even though he has the woods on his side, and a 6-3 general. God damn those Turkish generals. Yeah, the mercs should probably get together over there. Still though, what to do with these units? I mean, I said I'd march north and slaughter them. But maybe we should get more of an army together in Yudishkal and then surprise him. The north is still going well, but I want to take all of these forts. Seems that the Danes are working on the other one, Kazan. Well, there's one. You guys might be able to go over to Morom and give these guys an absolute pounding. Especially if you receive some backup. We'll get flanked on this fight, but I think it's worth our time. Damn, that fire phase looks so good. Hold on, I just lost a general there. Who died? Anybody know who that was? Because I wasn't paying enough attention there. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna... Oh, hang on, this is what Splat is here for. Splat, clean up these Turks, and then re-siege that land. That's all I ask of you for this time. Mercs, get together there. You guys are doing fine. Sari is no big deal. It's in view of another fortress. And you just got fast. Okay, which means you guys... You guys are doing what you do best. That takes care of you. I would like you folks with bare minimum. Well, Kazan is being worked on by Danes, but can you really trust the Danes here? They're doing good work on it. Maybe they'll be okay. Alright, well, with that in mind, head on south. We've got a lot of killing to do. And perhaps not a lot of time to do it. Basir's only 1/6. Darkbane gets the job done better. Alright, direction here then. I would like to take a lot of this land in my own name rather than trusting others to do it. That's what you guys are going to do. You two, that is to say, the ultimate killing stacks. I want you to head south and protect this land. Grand. In times like these, remember, none of us would be here if not for Ghazi, hero of Shirvan. He was amazing, okay? I don't know what I can do to honor his name, but I will do anything I can. Ottomans might have luck on their side, but too bad. I've got me on me on my side. They're going to die. So press the advantage over here, but don't forget to... There we go. When the Ottomans peace out with Austria, all this is going to flip, so I need to be in a position to take it. Ideally, I want the forts for myself. So if anything, you, Darkbane, should be over there. I don't mind about forts that don't contribute to defensive depth, but I care very much about those that do. Uh-oh. He's not done yet, is he? Again, I don't mind too much about the mercenary scum of mine dying. Replacing them is a pain because it eats into my army professionalism, but the idea is we're phasing them out anyway. Well, I'll get the money for them though. Turkestan is down. I think we scared off the Turk here. Looking good. Those particularists, again, they don't scare me. It's like, oh no, no autonomy change because of fort here. Big whoop. Alright, how about enemy numbers? They're still high, but they have slackened slightly. Tunis is very close to piecing out. We'll get them out yet, and that will take a big tank on enemy numbers. That's what we're looking for. The Danes managed to secure that province, which is excellent. Hopefully they managed to kick some arse. Although I'm not holding my breath. Okay, I essentially want all my mercs to head back now. You're gonna die, which is a bit unfortunate, but... I mean, really. And then we got all these units, individuals. Gonna have them down here so they can work as backup for the main kill stacks. And that's very nice of Ming to kill my rebels for me. What's he even doing here? Other than getting utterly shafted by Russia and Bengal. Why not recruit your rulers in case one of them becomes god tier, Jake? Well, our current ruler, even though he's not a Saladin, is pretty strong. He has dip, and, you know, there's not much to be said for that. But still, he's doing well. And I will want some three-deckers. I actually wanted to make a navy. I've wanted to make a navy for a long time. Actually, we have some sailors to get going on that. Three-deckers are the ultimate one as well, so maybe I should be going for that. Whatever, my dip's not going to be doing me any favours right now, and I want to be able to assemble an actual navy. Oh, what? Oh, of course I inherited a navy of lights. I'd protect trade if I wasn't worried stiff about... whatever, we'll do it anyway. I don't know where to even put them, because none of this is relevant to me. Oh well, no relevance there, no problem. But I do want a kick-ass navy. Strikes me as awesome for a Sinkaifa to enjoy a massive navy. So they're hiding out in mountains here, but there's no fortifications to be had. We will go to Sirvas, and we will go to Malaita, and we will just squish them. How's the fights going on here then? Somehow, wasn't this taken? Maybe it never was, but it's a fort with good strategic, good defensive depth, so I want it. Meantime, though, you guys should be taking other forts. Okay, that's the problem. It got taken whilst we were in here somehow. Maybe they pieced out Bohemia. They pieced out Bohemia, and Bohemia had occupied it. Okay, that means a lot of Bohemian troops are gone as well. Which also means that the Ottomans are winning this war. Well, not winning, but you don't have to win to win. Did that not make any sense to you? Then you need to think about it more. About military theory. Since you don't know how to honor Ghazi, how about renaming a province? Ganja's not that great a name, but Ghazi can have this. It was one of the last provinces we took off him. He even gets to pick cotton for the rest of his days. There is no greater honor. Alright, Danes, how well do you fight? Oh, I'll tell you how I fight. I get my arse kicked like that. Pop. Danes did the two-prong attack. One of them is going to work out well. The other is definitely not. Wow, the Danish morale is god-awful. But all the fortifications are taken here, so that's good news for them. I don't want these mercs standing up here being useless, though, so head your way over here. You guys head on down south. You're going to sandwich this unit and destroy it. Haleb is still going to do me some good. It's only hills, so it's no problem. 2nd of July, 5th of July. So 1, 2, 3, 5th of July. You have no general, but we have 531 there. That's okay. Good. This isn't good though. Wow, this is gonna go nowhere. Bohemia needs to give me military access, so I'm gonna go anywhere here. Get on that so that this siege can go somewhere. This siege is going... I just don't have enough cannons in my main stacks here. But I was on a tight manpower budget before this war, and I'm tight-fisted by nature. I thought this was hills, it's actually mountains, but you know what these guys are? Nobody does, because they're all blown into fertilizer. Ah, it's cathartic in its own way. Alright, I sense more Turks that need to die. Get on it. And once you're out of there, I want a new general for you. Basir's not new, but he'll be good for you. The Arcandis rose up as we knew they would, but we have units ready for that. The cruelty of mercenaries, you say? I wouldn't mind getting some extra professionalism, especially if it makes me not lose prestige, so thanks for that game. I'm liable to slacken that soon, because I'm in a bad state. Exiled, oh, Shinto. That war is over. And I was working on that siege, so I don't appreciate what they just did. I need to get my troops back unexiled because the Ottomans are now able to be fully armed and operational against me, and I did not get Tunis out of this war during that, so suddenly they feel a lot happier about this war. That's all pretty bad. It's all pretty damn bad for me. Well, we still do what we must. Kazan is also back in enemy hands, so they're going to retake these provinces and have a stronghold up there. Jake, perhaps your peace deal should take into consideration the achievement. Perhaps my right hand should consider being upside your face. I'm going to destroy the Turks today. If I have to destroy myself in the progress, so be it. Alright, you guys are on your way there. I need some extra defense. Boy, do I need some extra defense here. Right. Damn, they ran away like cowards and I have no way to cross over here. Don't want to be tied up in this location, and I don't fear the Turks coming from the south. Maybe I should focus more over here with everything I've got. It's a bit of an investment. It's a bit of a heavy investment, but we'll do what we can. Found both sides of this, and all the better. And I can always murk up here to grab Biga so that I can cross if I manage to get Attrition. Jake, the lake of manpower is starting to run dry. It's alright, it's not completely dry yet. There we go. Hope that peace deal still looks good to me. It's never looked more beautiful to me. Well, maybe I could take that fort there, but I'd have to sacrifice something, and I'm not sure I'm up for sacrifice. I mean, I want pretty much everything we see here. Puh. Oh well, like I said, that fort has no strategic depth to it. Jeez, those Ottomans are mobilizing like mad. Where are they getting it all from? Wait, is that Tunis friendly with me? That's hilarious. Stranger things have happened, I suppose. Lose 20 armed tradition is outside of the question. So, autonomy for Samarkand it is. Don't like what's going on here though. The Ottomans are in too good a shape. And if I don't have the capital, then yeah, taking war score is going not in my favor. Basically, I need Constantinople, so I need this one to go to the point where I'm willing to blow the walls away. I really want those light companies before they get Tech 26. If they get it and I don't, then that's awful. It's sad news that they're making a comeback here. The Ottoman comeback tour is real. No special favors for you. Yeah, they're really ramping up their numbers here. That's scary. Real scary. I'm going to... Okay, here's a little trick. It's going to be a couple days to get here, but the next siege is in 1 day. So I'm going to make you guys move away. Sorry, you guys move away. What, are you stuck there or something? So this siege can't continue until these guys arrive. Then they do arrive, and suddenly things go better with all the cannons we have than it would otherwise. Except we got status quo anyway, so shame on me. I still need that siege to fall so I can take Constantinople, because that's one of the huge barriers to me getting a successful peace deal here. Yeah, Venice have gone away because they realized they don't want to fight me, they wanted to fight others. Jake's side note, you need 1 province off Tunis for the achievement. Well, that's fine. I'm not taking it in this war anyway. Nuremberg, the rubbish emperor, doing what he can, which is nothing, because he's rubbish. What was that? Bohemia cancelled the military access they had with me, but not the other way around, so that's alright. Oh man, they've learnt how to carpet siege. We should have never taught the AI this. We did anyway, but we should have never taught the AI this. God, the game's chugging with all this stuff the Turks are doing. They're occupying everything. This is no good. I want to finish up this siege so I can round off on some scum. They want white peace. Forget it. We're going for gold here. Now I can get Tunis out of this war. When exactly? I give it 5 months. Jesus Crivens, look at that. They're not even... No, it's not. It's me that doesn't have any mercs. Their manpower is dropping, but their mercenary levels are through the roof. Utterly disgusting. And they're sowing discontent as well. There's no end to the scum. I thought you guys would take care of them. Alright, Splat, take care of them. And then there are going to be other rebels to worry about. Jake, the stream's getting a bit laggy, or is it just me? No, the game is lagging up with the Ottomans fully armed and operational as they are. But, can't win them all in that regard. I'm going to have a lot of Ottomans to kill. Okay, that's down. The next step is Constantinople. Oh no, Burkez is in our way. Bah, humbug. Alright, this is where I need the bare minimum to work on that. And I need the extra 10k cannons there. Mercs backing them up. You guys there, you guys there. That should work out. Alright, Saladin the 9th. He's not the greatest we've ever seen, but he's going to have to see this Ottoman war through to the end, whether we want him or not. Sadly, the Ottomans are making good headway on the provinces that I took from them. And also, sadly, I'm going to have to slacken in the interest of getting some manpower on my side. Damn, that's a lot of manpower. Well, that's good. Whatever allows my units to be superior to the Ottomans. Looming disaster though, aspiration of liberty. I really need that to not happen about now. Stability of 3 would stop that. I can't afford this during this war. So done and done right. Also, I have no time for these sieges. They gotta go. So I'm blowing those walls down. How does it go? Break down the walls of Jericho. That's what we're going for. So he's working on these forts. I'd love to stop him, but he's not making any progress on forts down here. This one I don't care so much about. So I want to take the Constantinople, have a safeguard here, retake this with minor forces, and then kick these guys as arses and then head on down here. That's the main plan here. Meantime though, we'll become a Kaffa. And what are we looking for here? Legitimacy, true faith, corruption, tax, legalism, mysticism. Well, I want that mysticism for the extra morale. Gotta weigh up a lot of things there. This is going fine. You guys can work on Constantinople, A-okay. Maybe I can double down here. If I send you guys north, I think you'll do an alright job. Especially if you have 5 maneuver. Dark Bane can do it even better though. And with the nobody wanting to rise up, you guys are pretty safe. Excellent. Yeah, trading family it is. something something slacken and spending military points. So we're going to shift how you get the cheaper generals. They're going to move to the end, so you can't just offset this with cheap generals. That's what's going to happen. Alright, hopefully I get there in time. 2nd of September might not be time enough. 17th of August, on the other hand, well, I have enough bonuses to fort defense to make that worth everybody's time. Live and dance and fight and die. Oh, I am extremely excited about you dying, Ottomans. Constantinople's going to go. Who are you guys again? You are the merc scum. I want the non-merc scum to be here to act as backup for Constantinople. I kind of want the same from you. So these two are fine, but that means the rest of you merc scum need to carry your weight. Hopefully there are no Turks around here, but I'm sure I'm not the first person to ever say that. They're hitting back hard. I still have Tech 25, maybe I'm just not rolling so well. Yikes, yeah, the losses I took there were astronomical. It's really hurting my war exhaustion. I don't want to spend too much absolutism bringing it down, but it has to go away. Dark Bane has great maneuver. He will restore his numbers here. But I've got to save this land. Might be better for us to go to Saratov. There are far fewer of them there. But so Ming is ceding land. Ming is my great ally, and they're getting utterly destroyed by people, so that's a shame for me. Right, I want at least one tick of men to restore here. Then the Ottomans are going to get a swift kick to the face. A slight number of units there to help us out. Otherwise, occupy and occupy fast. God is good. Lots of money, 5 prestige. Can't argue with that very much. And yeah, I need mysticism. Ideally, what I want is to call upon the religious followers, but the morale is probably worth it keeping it around right now. Maybe it's the revanchism at work, Jake. Oh, right, speaking of people that can sod right off. Okay, war score just jumped up for me quite a bit. And the enemy numbers, they're still terrifying and far larger than my own. But I can win this. I can also enjoy watching these people die. Oh, and they died. I'd love to work on Kazan here, but I need to make my way south. It's more about keeping the forts in my hands. That's the important thing. Because the forts imply a lot of movement. And I need to move. You're working on that, so everybody that is murking and not holding things down, get to work on something. Good enough. I need that capital though. And I'm willing to blow those walls off. Once I take Constantinople, it's going to flip the war score by 25 up to 50, and then it's going to start ticking up to 75. Please be good, because you are somebody safe, somebody important to us. You are Saladin X. Oh no, not the 100th. Alright, come on. What's his admin? I'm thinking 5. That's not 5. His dip is 3. You know, it doesn't have to be great. But it's all about the mill, right? 6 mil, right there. Yeah. So remember when I was harvesting all the luck last time? I think the game took that to heart. Didn't I defeat you? Why are you still alive? I want you destroyed, but I don't want to lose this. I gotta destroy them. New general arrives, and he is... who exactly? That is not promise. That is a waste of points. I will have him wiped out. It's in the steppes, it'll do us some good. And sadly, his little boat here is still preventing us from moving around here. Even if we occupy one side, we need to have both. And I don't have the opportunity to raise a merc and just cap the other side. I do, however, have the opportunity to blow this guy away, because fire phase means everything to me right now. The guys in the front line are just there to soak up some damage. Alright, Greece is ours. Anatolia is somewhat lost, but we hold the important fortification sites, and that's what matters. Money is no object to me now. Take it. What matters to me truly are the military points. It's tempting to actually make this guy even better, but he's prone to die soon. Should keep this area under our control. A lot of problems with what's going on here courtesy of these forts, but I don't have the cannons to deal with that. Then again, if I had access through Hungary, I could, well, Hungary and Austria. Alright, I know this is expensive on the Diplo front, but I would have a lot more freedom of movement around here. Yeah, I think I'm onto something here. There we go. Make him regret it. Because I want all of this in my control. Yeah, sure, why? Go nuts. Almost wishing I had my reduced attrition modifiers now, but I don't. As long as the Ottomans don't take back any of those level 8 forts all as well, which means I have a lot of work to do for these guys in Anatolia. Top by all means, hang around in those mountains. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't have a huge stack to deal with them. I don't want to run into these guys in mountains, even if it would be my victory. Give them a few days, I will catch them in Trebizond, which is a lot better place for me to fight them. 12th of March, 10th of March, mountains, and I get reinforcement on the next tick a month. That spells good news to me. Everybody's hanging around there, and this is going to be good. Artillery damage from back row is probably more important than faster sieging, because there's a lot of battles that I need to win now rather than sieges. We got the important sieges around here. I need to kick their arse so hard that I get the peace deal that I want, and that is this. We'll get more, trust me. Time to storm the gates of Constantinople. That would kill my very few infantry, I assure you. There are plenty of people that can die though, and I'm ready for it. Since there are no rebels rising up, I don't have any problem with these guys actually entering the fray. So we'll have them move over to somewhere with a bit of supply limit and they can start fighting too. Hope this one holds out a wee bit. Haha, that's a good way to do it. So, Trabzon, we defend the mountains, and there were some Turks there. I wouldn't know. They barely left a stain on my shoe. Ugh, Turks are making me deal with their rebels as well. What's the world coming to? I mean, I could leave them to just foster on their own accord, but it's unlikely that's how it's going to work out. The ass song coming at this time. What could it mean? Get out of here, scum. We squish and squish and squish some more. There were some rebels that just rose up. What's going on there? It's probably these guys. Hopefully the Turks take care of them. Naj is eating some pretty horrible stuff right now, but Naj knew what they were getting into. I want to kill those, but when Constantinople is done, we'll get the works there. Alright, you need to save that level 8 fort. It's of grand importance. Holy crap. Turks, are you even trying? Ah, shoot. A new religion spreads? Our peasant rabble are performing strange rituals involving some kind of balls. 50 years of unrest. I think my commandant is going to have to go. I hope we get someone good. Oh, I would love to impose some taxes on my people, but I don't need that money. There are other things I need a touch more. Manpower, fort defense, reinforcement speed, it all sounds pretty bad to get out of here. Alright, we got Constantinople. Unfortunately, we lost Sugla. I'm kind of willing to storm the gates on that one. Barrage and take it down. Can't move across here, which is unfortunate. But I can kill you. Get you back with you guys, but you folks are going to take them back, and all is relatively well. Anatolia needs to fall back to me. This is concerning, but I think my mercs can do most of this stuff, especially if Russia gives me access. Take Biga, then you can cross. Oh yes, I fully intend to. That's what all these guys are waiting around here for. But I really want this fort back in my control. Uh-oh. 18th of June. They have 5 maneuver. What a coincidence, so do we. Where's Dark Bane? Damn. Okay. Break it down. Alright, just get on that. I'm confident we can win this. But we don't have any cannons, which is concerning. Alright, well, do what you can. Down and out. Okay, I need to take back a lot of this stuff, but as I said, I have most of the forts here. And look at that war score, 62%. It's going to tick up by quite a bit for me. up to 87 or so, and then I will no doubt get everything I want here as planned. Believe it or not, I have a plan when it comes to these things. Okay. I need Biga. There's no second calling that one. I can finally split you guys up. I'm going to want an extra general for this, who will see us through these dark times. I'm actually a little unsure who can even see us through these dark times. I bet Geomac can do it. I bet I can't even type there. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it. So you take Biga. I want you to take there. And then the mercs will cross over like a swarm. These lands can't be taken anyway, so don't sweat it. Yeah, cross over like a swarm will be good. Jake, it might sound radical to simpler minds perhaps, but why do you even have to piece out the Ottoman Oglu before rebels take apart the blob? Okay, so he's an empire rank, which means these guys are not going to revolt with tags separatists unless there's separatism. And this stuff is insignificant. I'm going to carve up the Turkish lands, core them, and kill him. Some more. Because he has to die. Because he is scum. I hope that's nice and simple and you can follow it. So what am I doing with you? Did I say I would take the north? I think I'll take the north back. Makes life a little easier for me. At least I'm winning all these battles, so 21 war score from battles is nothing too shabby. I don't want to lose battles against him, it's just going to draw out the entire war. He has revolts, but that's hardly making any difference. Can't follow it, Jake. You're sobering up. What can I say? Fighting Turks is somewhat grounding. Alright, make your way over, folks. We need to push him south, because we hold the west, and we hold the north. Center is contested. We can make this work. Especially if I have extra discipline. Chunk, chunk, chunk. So close. He doesn't have it, but I'm sure he's close. Look at this guy. 555. How does he even earn that? Don't need that military access anymore. You guys are making your way out there. And you take that so we can continue our parade over here. I don't want to pat myself on the back so hard that it hurts, but a lot of good decisions were made in this war. Focusing on Anatolian forts was far more important than slipping our way down here. In my eyes, at least. I mean, what kind of forts do we have here? Level 8, level 8, level 8. He would have had free rampage up here and destroyed the Austrian forces. Yeah, good choices were made. Where's Jake's money coming from? Allow me to introduce you to the Persian trade node. I dominate it. Make 110 ducats raw from there, which I turn into 209 ducats. Because I got some pretty sick trade modifiers. I took trade ideas as well. Production is high because I went, well, I conquered a lot of people's manufactories. Not to mention, of course, the spoils of war we've been enjoying. I've punched lots of money and lots of war reparations out of many, many people. That said, though, probably make good money from collecting Constantinople. Where are my dip points going? I would like to get another merchant, please. Oh yeah, I was tacking. Shouldn't have done that, but I wanted a heavy fleet. And look at that, I've got a heavy fleet. That's showing everybody back home. How many bodies do the Ottomans have left? Infinite amounts of them. They went into this with 500,000 manpower and 500,000 men. I've been trying to tap that, but they have so many mercs to just throw at me. Fortunately, this is where quality is winning out over quantity. War score is going to tick in my favor, but I'd rather things ramped up a bit better than that. If I occupy all this, then my life gets a bit easier. That's what you guys are here for. So I want to push them out here. How am I going to do that? I'm going to push this way, that way, and you have 20 cannons, right? Please take Sinop so I don't have to worry about that anymore. You can have bare minimum for the task. And you are Merc Scum. Which means take everything. When the tsunami comes, something. Cancel military access with Hungary. I was going to do that as soon as I finished here. They are, so goodbye. I don't need to hemorrhage my points anymore. I do, however, need to kill lots and lots and lots of Turks. Just look at them fall. It's only little bits of war score. And it's kind of a shame this isn't a show superiority casus belli, but you do what you can. Okay, I need to head south. There are Turks to kill and lots of rebels to destroy here. So please get on it. I'll inherit that siege. You don't have any siege points. SPLAT is 642. It's better than 443. Lose 53,000 manpower. Not on your Ned, Kelly. We're not over force limit here. I'm also not about to spend all that. Fortunately, I have my dev hacks, which are not related to being a dev and not a hack, but still. Take my manpower, please. Manpower recovery speed drops, but I want that professionalism. I gotta think of how to fix that someday. Alright, get on it. Puppy says, how do I become a general for Jake? You asked me really nicely. The real answer is I have a bunch of Patreons, and one of the things I will do for you is use your name in a pool for various names, like planets and generals. That made more sense when I was doing Stellaris streams for planets, but those were the days. Okay, call for pizza is coming in. I really don't want to settle for anything less than total Anatolian domination. So we are killing lots and lots of Turks until we get the war score. We need to push this. We can get another 18 from that, which would push us up to 88, which would no doubt get us everything we want here. But a few more occupations don't go amiss either. Oh, I didn't see you there. And you're going to Kataman, and I have other troops going to Kataman, right? Which means you need to save Kataman, and you need to reinforce Kataman. And you guys are still working on Sinop. Alright, I guess that's fine. Maybe you could help out with Kataman as well. Maybe you could actually engage them there. 24th. But you're going to Kataman on the 19th. There's no saving it. We'll do what we can, though. I don't want those guys having any level of free reign. Oh, if they're going to Isel, that's all the better. Please take your time, my friends. Stay a while and listen. Hell, he's got nowhere better to go anyway. I don't even need these extra guys coming in. You're going to be there on the 6th. You can join them in on the 6th. And you guys just pillage. It's one of the awesome parts in Banner Saga. If you have only one left and the enemy... if the enemy only has one left and you still have an army, you enter pillage mode where everyone just goes and rampages on them. It's pretty awesome. Speaking of pretty awesome, that's another fat load of dead Turks on my plate. So curiously, do we have any Turks in the chat at the moment? Able to choke back their tears here. Don't forget Corfu, Jake. Why? What's there to remember about Corfu? Oh, it's only a level 2 fort. It's not a big investment to go for. Still needs more units that I'm willing to throw at it. Maybe though. Maybe I can actually manage that. I can muster you folks to work on Corfu, but it's probably not worth the time. Probably not worth the time. Plenty of Turks, my lord, says Sidoin. Well, I'm not seeing them. They're not. Oh, right, here we go. Riek Tanster, Alpiex 67, Blue Salaturka, and Thodiansk, and Sir McPhee Lee say hi. So here's the thing, Turks really seem to take it to heart when things happen to the Ottomans in the game. I mean, what is it that just separates them from all the others? There are plenty of nations that have been well and truly squatted and dropped on in history. Why is it when it comes to Turks they've got to be so consistently agitated about it? Because I'm saying all these horrible things about Turks when I'm playing right now, okay? I've said it about the Chinese, I've said it about the Norwegians, the Gutnish, the Scots, the English, the French, the Spaniards. You name it, I have spat all over them. But why, when it comes to the Turks, is it suddenly a bad thing? Help me out here. I'm trying. I'm not trying hard, but I'm trying. Also get your grubby hands off Naj. Turks are in the Balkans, and the Ottomans are the only Baltic nation that consistently exists in the EU. Well, there's something to be said about that, isn't there? What do we get now? I get a scientist of production efficiency who's going to be cheaper, but I like the unrest man. But I like cheaper. But I like admin power. But I really like cheaper, and this guy's getting old. Let's go for the cheaper guy. It's been known to have... Oh, cheaper lass. Yeah, let's enjoy some level 5, shall we? Ottomans is OP, so are the peoples. Good job, Jake. Victory is near. When the Turks are involved, it's always about the Armenian... Okay, right. Didn't plan on saying anything about this, but now you've gone and said it. I have in my hands a copy of Falsification and Disinformation, Negative Factors in Turco-Armenian Relations, fresh from the Turkish embassy itself. It's all about how the Armenians, they were never really genocided, but they stabbed the Turks in the back and got the aftermath they deserved. It's a fantastic piece of literature, which I fully intend on immortalizing in audiobook format in some day. I can't wait for that. It's probably a really bad thing to do professionally, but I've read the thing cover to cover. It's too damn good. I see that piqued some interest in chat, but I kid you not, I have the whole thing. A friend of mine was doing some research, and he got that from the Turkish embassy, and he was like, hey, you're into history, I really have no use for this piece of tosh. Do you want it? And I was like, do I? Yes, I do. Fantastic Deer says, Jake, can I give you money to not to do that? I'm a very mercenary man myself. But it's difficult to make somebody not do something. The Ottomans just took something after several days, or did I take something there? Probably a crazy thing to do regarding your safety, Jake. Yeah. Okay, we won the siege in Qatif. We're getting close, but we're not quite close enough here. What is the book called, Jake? It is called... And this is published by Sam Papers, the Center for Strategic Research. Falsification and Disinformation, Negative Factors in Turco-Armenian Relations by Salahi R. Sonyel. Published year 2000. Like I said, I've read the thing cover to cover. It's pretty... Yeah, I guess if I were Armenian, I'd think it's really sad. But I'm not, so I think it's really funny. Jake, where can a mere pleb pick up a copy? Should I contact my closest Turkish embassy? I'd have to recommend that course of action, yes. Alright, I'm getting real sloppy with the war here because victory is at hand. But victory is at hand, that's the thing. We're harvesting the last points of those from battle war scores. But yeah, it's not quite as much as I would like, to be honest. Well, when in doubt, push and push hard. Jake, doesn't that sort of thing get you deported from Sweden? Probably. Like I said, it's a bad idea, but I'm still probably going to do it. I don't want to not take a province out of all this, but it might be the only way to get a peace deal in a reasonable time. But no, I need to take Hisin Kaifa. Jake, when did the war start? So this war started in 2nd of July, 1713. It's now March 1721. There are less than 100 years left on the map to get this done, and I need to conquer all of this. Fortunately, that can be done. Unfortunately, Ottoman particularists rising up, taking back that land of mine. Revolts count towards reasons for piecing out, thankfully. Is that how we're going to get Bad Ideas Guy 2 campaign, Jake? Reading the book's first chapter. Bad ideas are sometimes good. Just throwing that one out there. Oh man, I had a boat here. Turks had to come and spoil all the fun. Okay, this is a stupid idea to get involved in this battle, because these guys are going to come along and ruin my day. But we're getting real close here. Honestly, I could wait on the ticking war score, but I don't want to wait because Call for Pizza is hurting me here. Forces out his fleet as well. Glorious times. Uzbek truce is up. That goes to figure because I white pieced them early on. A mere $926 on Amazon. You gotta be kidding me. No way. No way. I mean, I never really looked into how to get my hands on the book if I wanted to buy it. I was just given it. I really don't want to give up my titular province here, but it's strategically the correct thing to do. Ongoing battles is a thing, though. Is he fighting me down here? Is he fighting me anywhere? Also, I forgot about you. I just left you up there to rot. You should be working on Kazan, but it's probably more in my interest for you to take these. Excellent. 50 prestige is nice, but 50 admin power and 50 diplo power is nicer. Jake will sell you the book for only 925. I don't think I could sell this book. It's awesome. Alright, so all those people that have this butt ton of aggressive expansion with me are finally getting too cheesed off to contain it. But Bengal and Gujarat are not any of those. Uzbek just got cut off courtesy of Kazakh, who I could probably vassalize if they didn't have a mountain of cores on me. Well, I'm not looking for subjects anyway. Well, I got a couple of forts coming my way. We'll see what happens with that, especially with all these other occupations happening as well. Ethiopia, goddamn. Why do they hate me so much? I should probably send somebody just to counter-espionage on them, since that's what they love to do on me. Couple more forts will go my way. There's one of them. Odd that it would go faster than Sinop. It is Sinop, right? Yeah, but it went. Oh well, advance. There are more provinces to occupy than one can possibly imagine. Ha. Ottomans don't even know what they're doing there. Oh ho, well maybe they know this. Well he's gunning me down there and he's gonna do it. There's no question about it. The cowardly forces of the Ottomans. I mean, they take my mercs for 0.2 war score, I take their heads for everything else. Just look at that. We're looking good. We're looking pretty promising on what I want here. And they'll never take that fort even with their particularists. I shouldn't just hand him free war score though, not gonna do that. Yeah, getting real close. A free 50 prestige and not demanding perfection. You make a good point. I do demand perfection. Oh wow, they didn't last. He wants to fight me there. Honestly, I don't think the greatest choice he's ever made. But stranger things have happened. Alright, so he's trying to bring in some backup. But when I win this battle as well, should be what I need to get the war score that I'm after. Ah, right, it's mountains. Didn't look like mountains, but it is. They all fall down. Just a few more months and I've got this. Watch out for rebel siege in Constantinople. They're never going to get that in time. Look at that. They're never going to get that ever. Big old coalition forming, but I shouldn't worry about it. When this war is over, they're going to start thinking twice about that. If they're not already. These extra revolts are really helping me out as well. Kazakh. Poor guys. They probably don't deserve what's happening to them. The Gaza Strip is mine too. Hell, everything is mine. The world is mine. Then again, how about we get some reinforcements here? Because this battle is going less than planned. Core blimey. I was once taught something important. Never reinforce defeat. Well. The Ottomans brought something good out at the end. How did they get 4 war score for that? That's terrifying. Yikes, I don't want to give up Hussein Kaifa. But it might be the clever thing I have to do here. Where is Sam Awat? Sweet chilies. Yeah, that was kind of painful. I lost a lot of manpower in that war. In that battle, rather. And the Ottomans are going to make something of a fierce comeback from it. Don't want to lose my titular province, but... Oh, wow, now. Ottomans making gains plus 10. Disgusting. Alright, you know, you guys, there's not much going on down here other than tons of Turks. How about we make this matter a bit more for us? Ah, we got you guys though, that's good. Give up Mentas Shah. You don't need it for the border gore. Actually, I really wanted that. But yeah, I don't need it doesn't add anything to the strategic depth there. Still, this is about what I'm after. I could give you up, but I still want Trabzon. Probably could have made my peace deal with that, but I need to push these guys back down south, and then all should be relatively well. Jake Chekabov. Oh, Bam is under siege. Well, that isn't good. It also doesn't really matter much. It's not great, but it doesn't matter all that much. Got a hand to the Ottomans. They pushed back well there, and they still have a ton of everything to throw at me. Whereas I certainly do not have a ton of anything to throw back at them. They're working on this province that I took. Unfortunately, it's just dry lands. And what are you guys? Not a whole lot. There we go. Did they just get Tech 26? No, not even that. Giving up Hisn Kaifa would get me peace. Not sure if I really want to not take Hisn Kaifa. It matters so much to me. In a it's stupid to push for it, but I want to kind of way. And they claim Defender of the Faith as they do. Kazan's going nowhere fast due to lack of general leadership. Where's the bare minimum at the moment? Don't need you there right now. I need your siege abilities up there. Hopefully I don't forget about you. Sometime after the 22nd, consider that. Right, can I push him back down south? Looking at his numbers, he has 60, 100 and too many for me to deal with. Yeah, he's got a lot. I'm enjoying ticking war score here, but that might not be enough for what I'm after. All the while, he's going to take Bam, which isn't worth much. But he is... yeah, he's taking the war score. For a ride and a half. That's close, though. That is nice and close. Is there anything else here that doesn't matter? You might say this doesn't matter, but it says contribution to the center of trade that I don't want him dominating here. Peace is not worth losing Hisn Kaifa. That province was destined to be yours. You should never settle for anything less than that. Okay, thank you very much for the motivational kick up the arse that I needed there. Turks need to die, and I need that province back. Get on there. Actually... Splat, live up to your name and take that back. 16th of July. Yeah, you might be able to get it. Gain a bit of corruption, I'm not scared. Stability is in a good place. I'm going to need a lot for coring though. To the point where it's probably worth holding on to that right now and maybe even developing something cheap just to make sure we don't lose out here. Alright, Bam, hold out on 64. I know you can do it. You know, I haven't been revoking these like I should. This has been costing me money. Now we're talking. Ho ho, he knows what's coming. It is the pain train. It's on his way, and it spies you. And as long as you don't have Tech 26, and maybe I do... Actually, taking that would have made a world of difference. taking it now. Oh, jinx, it's expensive. I'm not sure I want to put that kind of expense on it. Can I beat you here, though? 5-2, 6-4. Just a dry land, nothing special. Ah, I have an idea. I might be able to catch you out with this. I just need to defeat you. Oh crap, they got away. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. I just need to beat him. Tall ask with that, but I can do it. Now you defeating their rebels is... Oh, I can get what I want here. I kind of want to kill the Ottomans anyway, since I have the chance to. What the hell? How about we celebrate this entire war with one last hurrah? They still outnumber us like they have this entire bloody war. But we're still going to enjoy trashing some Otto scum. -2 on the crossing is pretty lethal. Them rolling a 9 is also pretty lethal. But the thing about Hissen Kaifa, we always get our Turk. Oh, trying to run? Oh, well, they control both sides of the strait, so joke's on me. Well, whatever. They died. Hissen Kaifa is ours. I mean, I would like that, but I'm not willing to wait out for it just to connect the dots here. That is beautiful. Jake doesn't need no manpower. Well, clearly I need it, because I've got it. I don't think there's anything worth one war score to take. Well, I'll be damned, there is. Which of these 1 war scores would I like? I mean, Raqqa is pretty good. Anything with good trade goods and a manufactory are calling to me. Grain does not call to me. You were garbage. You are outside of anything strategically valuable. Cows. What is there? It was you, right? Also cows. Bah, bloomin' humbug. Well, you know what? Cows aren't that bad right now. I will go for it. Okay, there we go. Make Raqqa Kurdish again. Yes, we shall. There we go. The Ottomans are well and truly, how you say, done. 1.2 million Turks dead. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, it wasn't really what we're going for in the achievement, but I just had to carve these suckers up. We've got a lot of land to core, and even if it hurts the absolutism a bit, I'd rather not have extra war exhaustion to spend, to pay on that. So goodbye both of those. And then hello, lots of coring. Going to be done in 22 months, I'm in 30 months. Well, too bad, we'll have to deal with that. We're just going to eat the costs here for a bit. I think I'm coring some stuff that I wasn't meant to core, though. Constantinople is under siege. Hopefully they get away from that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah. We've ripped apart their defensive depth. Something fierce. Oh, that's their new capital. What a joke. Not even Ankara. They move over to Tuzok. Sweet. Okay, that is not the end of the Turkish punishment. Hissen Kaifa has been repressed for far too long. I'm not sure if even now is the time to be striking Ethiopia, because I'm going to core this land, and the stomping of boots on Turkish faces is far from over. How long is it going to take to culturally enrich Constantinople? Maybe I'll even have to burn the province down a bit. Maybe I'm going to burn down a lot of this Turkish rubbish. Not sure yet. We'll make some calls later on. In any case, this has kind of sobered me up, this whole war. It went well. Hell, it went great. We were still able to retain our professionalism above 80%, 88.9. So we didn't have to tank too much of that to see a successful war. We've got a lot of land that we have to administrate now. There'll be coring, there'll be rebels, we'll deal with it. But the Ottomans are going to be... Sorry, Ottomans. The Turks, I think, don't deserve to exist. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. I'm right. Campaign is not yet over. This is not the end, but it is the beginning of the end. Cheers for joining, folks. I'll be back, considerably more sober, at a later hour. But for now, it's cheers, and it's cheerio.